Um, this idea of dating down and dating on your level stems from women. When men have money, they don't view it as dating down when they're with their women. You guys say that, not men. A
Yep.
man has money and he's taking care of a woman. There's no point that he thinks he's dating down. He's just taking care of his woman.
These are the conversations that women don't want to sit down and have when we're talking about dating up, dating down. Guys don't look at it as dating up or dating down. Women do, and this is why the money that a woman has, it doesn't matter to a man. You can put, her money don't benefit me to the side. Women, they date for finances. They date for that. For us, it's just dating. I think about it. When women said they're no longer dating black women or black men, it became a movement. Divesting, swirl patrol, swirling. They put a name to it. You know what I'm saying? When the bros dated out, it wasn't no name. It's just dating. The only thing the bros made a problem with was calling it passport bros. That's the only issue. And you put a name on it, it made it seem trash. But that's always been the thing, especially amongst Brad and them. But guys don't see this dating down. Because we truly, as long as we see the potential and we take you serious, we see the potential, we feel like, guess what? I think she could grow in this role. I can help her reach this. I can help her get to another level. And it's simple as that. That's how we look at it. We can help you get there. You know what I'm saying? With a woman, it's for the most part, they just want to attach on and be for the ride. They don't want to add anything. That's why they want to already come in and transition and see your life already being made and be a priority. You can't be a priority. If you build with me and you grounded with me, then you have priority. That's why you see women saying, yeah, I don't want to, build with a guy, he leave. If you build with a guy and he leave, even if he leave because he found something younger, most men that's worth a substance and you didn't do him dirty, most dudes are going to look out, make sure you straight. Look at that racist from Barstool, David, whatever his name is. Look at him. He said him and his wife, it didn't work out. Ex-wife, it didn't work out. She still got access to all his bank accounts, his bank accounts. And she getting remarried. So dudes, when we find out, even if we fucked over a really good woman, we always gonna be willing to help her and make sure she look out. Long as she ain't do no whole ass shit. It's all good. But we don't really look at women for finances or look at you this way. We look at you, you might look good and we approach you and we get to know you. You a dingy ding girl, or you a basehead, or you a skeezer. But it ain't dating up or dating down. Because we feel like when we claim, we feel like if I'm above you, I feel like you will do well right here. I'm gonna help you get where I'm at. But a lot of times, a lot of guys stop doing that too. Because you help a girl get to where you at and she feel like she better than you, so I can get a guy better than you. They practice hypergamy. So you help a girl get her together and then she fuck you over and leave. But women think like that because that's how they would do. Let me say it again. Women think like that with dating up. It's like a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? It's like that rock climbing thing where you go from one rock to another rock. That's how they see. They just see you as okay, I got here. He got a whole bunch of rich friends, or he put me around these good people. I can get to the next one. That's how women look at men. Don't look at it that way. Women not going to admit that. When you start bringing this up, women start throwing out, words like you're a misogynist and stuff, but that's how women think. That's why they always say, oh, don't help a guy at his lowest point. He's going to drag you down and this, that, and the third. That's not true. Y'all help guys with no ambition. Why is Becky, you hear Becky talking about, when I found my black man, he had the ideas. He just needed a little motivation. I helped him. And then all of a sudden he blossomed to something great and they still together. He ain't leave Becky. You got black women that had that same story. I grind on my husband. He this, that, and the third. Brad and Becky got the same story. So y'all mating selection is terrible. That's what it tells you. Y'all can't spot potential. Y'all can't spot an honest working man that's on his way. Y'all can't do that. But when women say, say that, those phrases like, oh, he's going to build with him and again, and he's going to leave you later. That's what women will do. They understand. Hey, if that was me, and I build with him, I would leave him. I'd finally level up off of him. And then you see people like, I'm speaking their terms of celebrity world. Look at Denzel. He could have been leveled up off his wife. He ain't do it. Men, men are decent creatures. Men tend to be more decent than women. I'm gonna stand on that. Men seem to be better human beings than women are. Even if it's by 0.1%, it just seems to be that way. Because honestly, we can literally create a world in where we can enslave women. We can go back to clubbing a woman over our head and dragging her to her cave. We can create that atmosphere. And it's nothing that women can do about it. We literally can say women go to captivity. We can enslave you. In a lot of countries, they do that. It takes 3 or 4 women to form one human witness. They got to cover up. They can't talk over men. They can't say nothing bad to their sons when they become a certain age. You know what I'm saying? You see that a lot of different places. We are very lenient with women in this country. A lot of all the laws favor the women. So when they talk about men don't have no accountability, every time something happen to y'all, they give y'all a slap on the wrist. Y'all kill somebody, instead of getting life, they give you 10 years. Y'all rob and steal from the beauty supply. They got your pictures. Why not just go find them and press criminal charges? They give y'all, leniency. When we get caught, we get the full brunt of consequences. Excuse me, the full the blunt force of it. But when women do something, they can cry their way out of there. They behind on their bills. This program to help them, and the system ain't nothing there to help us. But when women be talking about, oh, I want a man, they just want to level up. That's it. Oh, men gonna leave you once they get there, and that's what they will do. We've seen it time and time again. So to be honest with you, we don't see it as swirling, divesting, dating up, dating down. And most women don't even know where they lie at on the list. Or they're not honest about it. It's just so many great women. No, they not. Y'all hoes be bigging up fat ass Lizzo. Oh, my bitch is bad. No, they not. Women have an inflated ego about themselves. All the filters, the wigs, the makeups, the halter tops, the waist trainers, the BBLs, the tummy tucks, all the tricks in the train. I'm a bad. No, you're not. No, you're not. Just keeping it a beam, bro. But I hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the whole. When I hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.